there's a lot going on here. I'm an artist, I'm a musician, I love to play around, and I like to go places and do things. So join me on my adventures and I'll share them with you. Let me know what you want to see here on the Ohio Jimbo channel. Well, recently I got to visit the Ohio RV and Boat Show in Columbus, Ohio. It's like the first 2 weekends or maybe the couple of weekends in January. So it's right in January, but you can see RVs and boats and everything. It's a great show to go to if you're in the market to look for something or if you just want to cure some cabin fever and get out and walk around. I'm going to share some of the highlights that I experienced while I visited the show at the Ohio Expo Center in Columbus, Ohio in January. Well, this is it. This is the Ohio RV and Boat Show. It's the Ohio's largest and longest running show of its kind, and it's spectacular. This is just one of the 3 buildings that's involved in this show. This is the Voinovich building. And there's dealers throughout here. I'm going to just kind of walk you through like a show. That was Blue Compass. This is a Specialty RV, and you can see that they have a few different things. There's RCD. There's some beautiful vehicles here. These are drivables, and this is Rona RV. Really, this was a spectacular show in Ohio in the middle of January to come in and see these things. And well, you can see right there the prices are incredible on these. I love these back patios. I love the awning slide outs. There's so many things. Hey, there's Mark. Here's the Airstreams. These Airstreams are sick. I mean, they look cool. They look vintage. They're built to the hilt, and you know, there's all kinds of cool features on them. They just look so retro. I'm not sure if it's just me, but they look kind of pseudo modern retro. Then you get into some of the fishing boats with. These are Lund boats that are over at Vance's. Vance's Marine is really stepping up their game here. They're like bringing in all kinds of boats, and these boats are super popular. You can see some of them have the bimini tops and some of them are just open for fishing, but they've got some cool things. Right in the middle of another one of the buildings, which is the Bricker building, there's a lot to see, and there's Buckeye Lake Marina, Alexander's Landing, and if you're hungry, oh my gosh, Schmitz is the concession provider. Schmitz is absolutely amazing because they have all the food they have in their regular restaurant with the Bahama Mamas, the brats, and of course the cream puff. But there's just so much to see and do here. So you just, after you grab a bite to eat, get out and walk around. And again, we're coming up here, here on the left here. Again, it's Vance's Marine. They've got these beautiful, beautiful pontoon boats and a whole series of them. I love this too because there's a walkway where you can go up and walk right through the boats and kind of see all the different ones that they have. And so let's just go up there and see what you got. Look at the interior on these things. These things have really come to play a fun part of your outdoor experience when you're on the lake. These are comfort on the lake. It's just made for fun. And of course, Jiminy Christmas, about any color combination you'd want. It's really a spectacular opportunity to see everything in one place. Because whether it's pontoon boats or fishing boats or pop-up campers or fifth wheels or drivables, it's all here at the Ohio RV and Boat Show right in Columbus, Ohio. And speaking of RVs, there's Greenlawn RV. I love, there's one of those patios. This fifth wheel, man, this fifth wheel is sick. It's got everything in it, and I was shocked at the price of it, how affordable this is. Oh, this is back to that back patio here. The back patio I want to show you is something you just step out on. It's got a hard roof over top of it, so you don't have to worry about an awning blowing in the wind or anything. And while you're driving down the road, you can put bicycles on the back here. But these are really cool campers. And place is just hopping. Everybody, I think, is in the mood to look at being able to get out and have fun. And there's another one of these boats. This is Fisher's Marina, and the Sylvan boats are really cool. This is nice because it extends your riding season. You can kind of sit up in here and stay particularly comfortable, whether it's raining or windy or whatever. You got all the space in here to hang out, and those clear windows make it nice because you get to see nature all around you. And I like to cruise through here and look at a couple of these different boats because some of them have like sun recliners in them, some of them have like bars and all kinds of fun stuff. But the new flooring that's in these boats, second to none. These bench seats back here where everybody can sit, there's tables that can go in between there so that the tables fit in the little floor post down there. And you can play cards back there or what have you. But they're just really nice boats. Everything is so cool with the new fabric and new interior. The lights are just, I think they're badass. You see these lights in these boats and it kind of gives you a different mode. This is Morris Marine, And of course, as you're walking around, there's vendors too. Vendors that are doing different types of things. This is patio covers and sunrooms, and of course, there's Sunny Guy. And parks. There's parks and resorts and all kinds of fun outdoor things to do. So even when you're walking through, yeah, there's a couple different vendors, but there's food and beer and everything. This is another one of the Schmidt's. It's in one of the buildings, the Celeste Center. There's the cream puff. And the Celeste Center has a lot to offer in here. And when you're in here, this is specialty RV. They've got everything from the small pop-ups that you see here, which, you know, looks small, but there's some room in there. If you're a hunter or you want to get out and get around and see some of these things, this is really cool. It's got everything you would need, and you can tow it behind just about anything. So it's a fun kind of, as you can see, kids are having fun and such, but it's really got a lot of opportunity to kind of hang out inside here, and everything you need, including air conditioning. And look, a TV. This is, I think it's a tiny little camper, but so cool that you could just kind of relax and enjoy yourself wherever. Now check this out. Look at this. Not only that tire, which is really cool, an outside kitchen. Look, it's got a kitchen. So you could actually do a little bit of cleanup. There's a little refrigerator and stuff. Set your grill out back there, and you really have everything. These are cool. This is actually called a cottage. You come in this thing, it's more than a trailer. It's a cottage. Look at that overhead bunk up there with the climb upstairs. We'll go up that after a bit here. But the headroom in this, look at how high the ceiling is. But let's go back out and look down this. I just enjoy walking down these aisles, and you got these awnings kind of partially out, but you can imagine when they are out how cool it is in a campground. A lot of space in some of these. Some are small, and this has got some different amenities. The tables can flip up, but it's basically a sit and sleep. And, you know, it's got everything you would need in there. Shower, all that fun stuff. So these little ones are pretty much so bringing the game. And I saw a lot of these here, and they're real durable with those real heavy-duty tires. The Mod Bug, I think, is cool, too. And your fifth wheels, oh, my goodness, so many fifth wheels. That's about luxury. When you talk about enjoying a camping experience, the fifth wheel, second to none. And here's more of the campers you can walk through here. The back patio that is sturdy, strong. It's, you know, they have some on toy haulers, but these patios are just getting better and better. This is cool right here. So check this one out. Look at the middle of this camper. That's a television that's actually a part of the camper because it's inside and out. It's the same item. So let's look a little bit closer at that. As I walk past it here, you can see images projected on that. So at nighttime, you can see it really good. This has got a lot of light inside here. But check this out. Up there in the ceiling, that's a projector. So you can actually bring down the projector screen and be watching it inside too. Or if it's dark outside, you can just leave the lights on in here and it would be something you can see. So this projector works both ways. And with a simple button, you can flip the image so that it looks correct whether you're seeing it on one side or the other. So that's a cool feature. I think it's coming in some campers. And then you just start looking around, and it is an endless journey of excitement. These fifth wheels, again, they're second to none on what is available inside them. The space, the luxury, all the amenities. And you walk down these aisles. Here's the cool thing about this show. Yeah, there's a lot of campers in here, a lot, but you can walk down these aisles, and I'm walking through holding this camera, and I don't really have a problem getting through. So there's enough people here that they're looking for things, but you can always just kind of get around, and most people are very focused on what they're going to get. You get a chance to just sort of walk through, look at what one you want, and if you're bothered about people being in the campers when you're coming in, all you do is wait for a minute and they clear out, and then you can walk in and see it yourself and kind of get an idea of the space inside it. So there's a lot of different sizes and shapes, and the lights are really getting to be cool. But there's aisle after aisle after aisle of campers that you can just kind of walk down. And the Ohio RV and Boat Show has bragged about a mile of these aisles that you can walk down and never see the same thing twice. And then, well, check some of these out here. You know, you got a nice refrigerator in here, a little kitchenette and stuff, a couple lazy boys, a bed. This is an efficiency one, but check out the space, little work environment. You could be on the road and be doing anything that's remote work in these. Here we go. There's more aisles, like I said, over a mile of these aisles that you can walk down and see everything that you could ever imagine in the camping world, from travel trailers, you know, small ones to large ones to fifth wheels. I love the double door ones, in and out. And yep, there's specialty RV right here. Now here's that cottage thing. It looks like wood grain on the side. This is one that you would park someplace. I don't think you'd be towing this thing around. You'll tow it to a location and then probably park it there and leave it there, so it becomes almost a residence, semi-permanent. But it is, as you see, it's a fifth wheel towable. So, but the space inside here, well, here I said I'd go up here. Let's just go ahead and run up these steps here. I can tell you that it's not just two people. You could have a lot of people in here. Here's a couple of beds up here. I would say, you know, kids' bunkhouse up here. And when you come down, you see that the upholstery is nice, giant TV, this kitchen, big high ceilings. And, you know, that kitchen is as good as it gets. I mean, it's better than a lot of people's homes. Little table sitting out on the panoramic window. Now here's the pop-ups. You've heard of the pop-ups. These things fold down into a small container and you can pull them behind a sedan. You know, there's so many different capabilities for these. And once again, you start getting into the color LEDs on these little patio windows here and the back patio on it. These are so cool. It just has everything you would need. You could imagine on just kind of being at a campground. Back this thing up to a lake, and that patio's overlooking the lake. That's just a really cool thing to have. And these small ones, I'm telling you, GeoPros, this is really functional utility, efficiency, but you got everything inside there, a little awning on the side of it, an awning on the back, and there's your kitchen. This is for a camper's camper. And again, just walking down the aisles of these is just so cool. You see the kitchen, this one on the right. You know, you start looking at these awnings, and again, these are not pulled out. This is just kind of close so that you can see them. So you kind of weave in and out of the stairs, and you get a great idea of what it would be like if you're underneath that. But in the summertime, when you're out there and you got the awning pulled out and the lights on and music playing, it's just a great place to be. Yeah, look at these, man. Look at the inside. Look at the lights on the ceiling. And this is a kitchenette, office. I mean, family gathering area. And of course, I jump back here in the back and say hi to the family as I'm in here. So, and catch them by surprise because they're just kind of sitting back and relaxing. Look at all the space in this. And they've really done a good job of engineering doors that don't get in the way. And here's the kitchen again. Now, I'm on a wide angle lens, so a little bit of it kind of gets bent and distorted. But you can see there's space in these things, a lot of space. And look, washer and dryer. You're ready to do anything. Big king-size bed. And yeah, more boats and RVs this way. There's 3 buildings. You go through a little walkway, and it takes you into the next building. And this is a covered walkway, and then you start seeing some of the vendors again. And you know, as you walk in, there's whether you need docks or maybe some ideas of places to go. There's all kinds of products and services that people offer you. So there's tons of stuff to see. Now, a lot of it is related to outdoor living. Oh, this is so cool. Check out these golf carts. This one golf cart back here. We'll come back to that here in a minute. But right here's a lot of the boats that you see. This is Knox Marine, and Knox Marine has an incredible display of boats. I mean, you can just see that the boat variety is second to none, but the boat motors that are on there, they're available in different shapes and sizes. Here's some of these really cool, small compact, and this, I do believe that many of the dealers there's 22 dealers, and this one is Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg Airstream RV is really you can kind of get the variety of everything from a nice bumper pole camper to these classic vintage looking, but so modern. Look at the amenities in here. This is like got everything. It's such a cool place. This is like a great couples thing just to get away. Oh yeah, by the way, we were in here and Auto Smarts was in here. That's Boots, Dan Longinette right there in the red shirt. And they were playing, they're doing their show in there. There's Hippie Frank from Rustic Knolls. And he's in there showing off his V-dub. Now, these are cool, the golf carts. Everybody wants a golf cart, whether it's for the RV park campgrounds, or maybe your house. They're just here. These are a lot of easy goes, and this is Eagle Golf Cars out of Lancaster. So they're ready to show you all kinds of golf carts. And again, all these dealers you can talk to after the show, and I'll have a whole list of them in the description below. But very cool stuff. And what event wouldn't be complete without a bar, right? Schmitz has a great bar there right outside of their regular restaurant. And then after a beverage, you get back to shopping, and we're in Stoney's RV here. And Stoney's, I mean, I love this because it's wide aisles. You can walk through easily. And you can see some people have, it's, wheelchair accessible, but obviously not into all the campers, but through the aisles, there's strollers, there's everything that you could walk through here with. There's no real problems because you got enough room to get around, and there's plenty of space. And again, here's those outdoor kitchens. Those are so cool. And I just, with the carpet down and everything, I feel comfortable walking through here. There's absolutely no worry of running into people and getting trapped in a crowd. It's just so easy to get through here. And then we're back on the boats. These boats, these are not just, these are powerful boats. You can see it's got the Pro XS Mercury on here. That thing will get you where you need to go. And if you look close to, you'll see they all have their trolling motors and such. So they're, so you can get in and out of little tight spaces while you're fishing and quietly. And, but I mean, if you don't know about boats, you'll learn about them. You'll learn about them just by visiting. But they'll show you all their wet wells and such. So when you're fishing, you can put your catch in there. And, but just so nice looking. Oh, let's go back to that golf cart. Yeah, I wanted to show you this. Look at this thing. That looks like Mac Daddy, I don't know, it looks like a four-wheel drive, but that's tall. That's big. That's huge. And if you could imagine sitting up in that. Now, I'm only 5'7", so it would be a tough thing for me to climb up in there. But this thing has stereo speakers and lights and everything all over. But that's a pretty darn cool golf car there, and I think that's a fun one. And here's some more of the boats. Now, this feels like a super long pontoon boat. I'm not real sure how long that is, but it just seems like it's longer than anything else. And this is another one of Vance Outdoors. They have quite a few different boats there. And again, you can see the boats go over there, and that's Knox Marine. We're looking out over their booth. And here's a Diamante over at Morris. Morris Marine is another one of the boat dealers that are here. And wow, just look at the color and the luxury on these things. Look at that. And on the back here, on this back deck, yeah, that's a diving board. It's a diving board. Yeah, so this shows the back of it, and nice bounce to it, so that's pretty darn cool to see a diving board on the back of a pontoon. Back over at RCD RV, just kind of walking through and showing again. You can see these wide open aisles are so inviting, and people here are all so cool. You go to any one of these dealers, and these people they're just living the dream. They're talking about fun things. They're talking about great experiences, adventure, and so if you want to get between buildings, I want to show you this because this is a bus terminal that you just hop out of one building, get on the bus will take you over to the next building, and literally it's just a couple minute drive over. So then you hop off the bus and you're right at the entry gate of the next building. So you come in and there's fun stuff. This is free stuff. You walk through and people are giving away stuff. Everybody's hanging out here in the Voinovich Center, and let's get down and look at some other stuff. Oh, there's Ohio Wildlife Center. Yeah, I forgot to say about this. These guys are so cool because they really educate you when you're here. And it is so cool to know that Ohio is one of the very few states that lets you get into the parks for free. But the Department of Natural Resources, what a great group of guys and gals. And so back into the campers. Here's a workplace where you could actually be working. There's a bunk above there if you need to crash after you're done working. And look at the layout of this. Now, I'm in Rona RV now. They got a great setup over here. And this feels like home, doesn't it? You look around, there's everything set up here so that you just feel like you're in your home. And a lot of these fold out into beds so you can have friends come over, but there's another bedroom up here on the top. But I think it's so cool that you can work. And I mean, we're kind of back to where we started from, to look over top of all of this stuff. There's so many things to see and do here at the Ohio RV and Boat Show. Really, truly a great adventure. And it's in January, so when you got cabin fever, you can come out and check this stuff out. There's a lot to see, more than just this one building. This is Voinovich. And then we could look at the other two buildings, which is Celeste Center and the Bricker Building. This is the Schmitz Food Court. So not just Schmitz food, but there's other items there too. So you can kind of get whatever you want to eat and drink there. And this is the center of the Bricker building, so you can see around this whole place. If you ever get a chance, check out the Ohio RV and Boat Show at ohioRVandBoatShow.com. Well, there's a lot going on here. I'm an artist, I'm a musician, I love to play around, and I like to go places and do things. So join me on my adventures and I'll share them with you. Let me know what you want to see here on the Ohio Jimbo channel.